So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 34. So after the INT, it's Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
New Orleans.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Brees finding Kamara, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
To throw again on second down. Brees looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make
we got plenty of fun,
inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. Kelvin Harmon, 43 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down, Pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the counter, here's Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Brees here finding Kamara. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Brees' throw going to be caught by Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Here's second and goal operating from the 8-yard line. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. From a yard out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the gun, Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch time. Tight end right. Hey, we got 4 down. Under crunch.
Operating from the gun, Smith. And an incomplete pass.
Smith's pass.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's second down and 10.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On first down, Breeze. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gandy-Golden as the 1st half is winding down. And Washington has taken the lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
It's just Washington 14, Saints 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Pass. Intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The final shot here before break. Smith going right side here, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down.
Breeze now. Going with a screen for Murray. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
So Breeze is going to stay out there. And they're going to go for this on 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Again, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes this Washington 21, Saints 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Breeze now on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. They throw over the middle, take it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete.
22 yards there, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Ready. Hey, easy. You're waiting. Check.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it up.
Touchdown, and the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Breeze to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Cameron Jordan made the tackle. A gain of 1 brings up...
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And off the crossbar, and it caroms in. It bounces.